Hello and good day. Today we will be presenting on students with learning disabilities in the classroom. This is an important topic, especially as classrooms today are becoming more inclusive and diverse. To begin with, learning disabilities refer to neurological conditions that affect how students process, understand, and use information. These difficulties are usually seen in areas such as reading, writing, and mathematics. It is very important to highlight that learning disabilities are not related to intelligence. Students with learning disabilities are not less capable. They simply learn in a different ways compared to their peers. For example, a student with dyslexia may find it difficult to read and recognize words. D's and B's are very common. Even though they may fully understand the topic when it is explained verbally. Another example is attention deficient hyperactive disorder, or commonly known as ADHD. This is where students may struggle to focus during lessons or remain seated for long periods. These behaviors are often misunderstood, but they are part of how students process information. In Malaysia, the education system is moving towards inclusive education. This means that students with learning disabilities are placed in the same classrooms as their peers instead of being separated. The goal is to provide equal learning opportunities for all students regardless of their abilities. However, this also creates challenges for teachers, that's us. Teachers now need to plan lessons that can support students with different learning needs at the same time. This requires flexibility, creativity, and a good understanding of student differences. And hopefully, we don't leave them out behind. Inclusive classrooms are not only about academic learning, they also help students build confidence, improve communication skills, and develop positive relationships with their peers. When students feel supported and accepted, they are more likely to participate actively in lessons. Therefore, understanding learning disabilities is very important for teachers. It allows them to create a classroom environment that is supportive, inclusive, and effective for all learners. This sets the foundation for the rest of the discussion, and hopefully, by the end of this, you'll see how learning disabilities and the classroom will gel together. And we, as teachers in our future, hopefully can do a good job in handling this environment. Okay, off to my next team member. Bye bye.
Good day everyone, my name is Norsaida binti Nasir. Next, I will explain the different types of learning disabilities that are commonly found in the classroom. Understanding their types is important because each one affects students in different way. The first is dyslexia. Dyslexia mainly affects reading and language processing. Students with dyslexia may struggle to recognize words, read bluntly, or understand rewriting text. For example, they may read slowly, script words, or mix up letters. This can make subject that involve a lot of reading very challenging. The second type is dyslexia, which affect mathematical abilities. Students with dyslexia may find it difficult to understand number pattern calculations or solve math problems. Even simple tasks like telling time or cutting money can be challenging for them. Another common condition is attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD. Students with ADHD may have difficulty focusing, staying organized, and controlling their behavior in the classroom. They may appear restless, easily distracted, or unable to complete tasks. However, this does not mean they are not trying. It, it is simply how their brain works. We also have dysgraphia, which affect rewriting skill. Students with the dysgraphia may struggle with handwriting, spelling, and organizing. They talk on paper, they may avoid rewriting tasks or take a long time to complete them. In real classroom situations, their learning disabilities may overlap. For example, a student may have both dyslexia and ADHD. This makes it even more important for teachers to understand each student individual. By recognizing their different type of learning disabilities, teacher can better identify student needs and adjust their teaching methods. This ensures that all students are given the support they need to succeed. And next, students with learning disabilities face a variety of challenges in the classroom, and their challenges go beyond just academic performance. Firstly, academic challenges are very common. Students may have difficulty understanding instruction, especially when they are long or complex. For example, if a teacher gives multiple instruction at once, and students with learning disabilities may only remember part of it, they may also take longer to complete tasks compared to their peers. Another issue is a retention of information. Some students may understand a lesson during class but forget it later. This makes difficult for them to perform field tests or assignment. Over time, this can create gaps in their learning. Secondly, there are emotional challenges. Many students feel frustrated when they are unable to keep up with the rest of the class. They may start to believe that they are not good enough. This can lead to loss self-confidence and a lack of motivation. Some students may even avoid participating in class because they are afraid of making mistakes. In addition, there are social challenges. Students with learning disabilities may find it difficult to communication or work with others. They may feel left out during group activity or struggle with friendship. This can lead to feeling isolation. It is important to understand that two challenges are connected. Academic struggle can affect emotion, and emotional issue can affect social behavior. The future teacher need to be aware of their challenges and create a classroom environment that is supportive and understanding. This helps students feel safe and encourage them to continue learning. Thank you.
Hi, good morning, good evening. And my part is a strategy. Okay, to support the students with the learnings and syllabus, teacher must use a verification of the achievements teaching strategy. And one of the most important strategy is a difficult include. This means that a teacher adjusts the teaching method based on the needs of the students. Include the teachings, some way everyone's teaching provided different way of students to learning. For example, teacher can use visual, use a picture, diagram or video. There are helps students understand crops more easily, especially how to classroom to struggle with the study, the readings, and teacher can also break tasks in similar steps of the students do not feel overwhelmed. After that, the career must be included are also very important. Teacher should avoided giving too many, included on one the shoulder check if a student understand before moving on. Other use struggling is the use of the technology education application videos and integrate tools and makes learning more engagement access. After that, the group work, peer support can also help students. When a student work together, they can learning more each another and build social skills, positive requirement, and another key strategy. Praise students of their effort even if the result is not perfect, help to build confidence and motivation. Teacher can also use a flexible assignment method. For example, include the end of the one only write the task. Student can peer parents their ideas, valid or practical project. By use their strategy, teacher can create a classroom where all students feel support and ability to connect.
Hi everyone, in this part, I will explain how teaching strategies for students with learning disabilities can be applied in real classroom situations. In an inclusive classroom, it is important for teachers to move beyond theory and focus on practical support that meets students' needs. For example, students with dyslexia often face difficulty when reading long passages of text. To support them, teachers can provide simplified reading materials, audio support, or allow extra time to complete tasks. This helps reduce pressure and improves their understanding. Next, students with attention deficit hyperactivity disorder or ADHD may struggle to stay focused during lessons. Teachers can help by breaking tasks into smaller, manageable steps and giving short breaks in between. Clear instructions and consistent classroom routines also help students stay organized and engaged. In addition, peer support is a very effective strategy. Teachers can pair students with different strengths so they can support each other during activities. This not only improves learning but also encourages social interaction and teamwork. Visual aids are also very useful in the classroom. The use of charts, diagrams, and videos can make lessons more interesting and easier to understand, especially for students who struggle with text-based learning. In the Malaysian classroom context, teachers often apply flexible teaching methods such as differentiated tasks and adapted materials to ensure that all students can participate actively in learning. To conclude, practical classroom strategies are essential in supporting students with learning disabilities. By adapting teaching methods and providing appropriate support, teachers can ensure that all students have equal opportunities to learn and succeed. That will be all. Thank you.
Right. In conclusion, the student learning with syllabus requirement, property support and understanding to access in the class. This is presentation. We have a discussion the different type of learning syllabus, include the DRC, DRE, ADHD, their diagram, their peer, each of the achievement student in differently away requirement different type of support. We also explore and the challenging faced there are students that include academic difficult, emotional struggle, and social challenging. They are challenging can effort only one learning can be also confident overall will begins. Most important, we discussion the strategy they are teacher can use support their students. They are included different instruction and use is a valid is technology and the positive requirement, and this strategy to help to create a more inclusive and supportive learning environment. Inclusive education is important because they are the all and the give requirement. Opportunity to learn and social is almost promotes understanding, empathy, and respect among students. Teacher play in an important role making inclusive education successful by adapting their teaching method and supportive how learning student can help every student reach a full opportunity. The end, every student in the capability of the learning with the right support and engagement and environment, student will learning syllabus successful just like any one students. Thank you.